The first thing that Mom was send me to the nun school. But the big thing is they try to tell me about letters, you know, A, B. See, here's a B, looks this way, and I couldn't grasp it. And it was tough because they were just poor nuns. They were trying to do the best they could, but they just know how to deal with me. So finally, just got frustrated for Mom, and she started looking for stuff, and somebody told her about the school in Costa Rica.
Right next to Nicaragua was Costa Rica, and because it's had different kinds of government, the Costa Rica, which is a lot smaller, has a better quality of life for its people. When I first took him to Costa Rica, I would spend a lot of time with him. Even sometimes he didn't know I was there. I would go to the school every day. I would spend time. I would watch him, how he developed. I would watch him, how he adapted to the school. I would watch him to see if he was happy or unhappy. I would see if he cried or if he couldn't take it. And I went back home and we lived with it.
They taught me how to handle myself with people. They taught me how to react and interact with people. They taught me how to, my first visualizing of how to touch a map and how to look at music and stuff like that, and look at sports, soccer at that point.
I've always been very religious, as you can see around my house. I always had so many, I have all the saints and the Virgin and everybody. I'm very Catholic. I was very angry, and I was asking God, why? Why do you allow these things to happen? And I stayed even away from the church for maybe 3 or 4 years until I had to let him go, and I had nothing to cling to. I came back to the church because there was nothing that could hold me together. So then it was just hang in there.
It was awful because you get taken ashore on the first day, a new place, it's fine, you meet new people. But then when you figure out that your parents aren't here, and then you have to go for yourself, and you feel abandoned.
It was torture. I mean, sometimes I would cry myself to sleep almost every night.
I just know that I miss my siblings, and I miss my mom and dad. And I was thrown away, and I said, not thrown away, but very abandoned. I couldn't be with them, and I got really homesick. So that after a month, they brought me home for what they call Holy Week, which is Easter week, and all the schools, everything closes in our countries. So when it was time to go, they put me on the bus, and I just did not want to go. There can't be anything worse in your life than getting shipped out of your house to go to boarding school, which is the best thing, and I'm not knocking anybody. It's just a very difficult thing when you get kicked out of your house at the age of 5 to go to boarding school for the next 17 years of your lifetime.
Of how hard it was to be without him. Of all the things he had to go through him by himself. And there was nobody there to hold his hand. He was just a small kid, which is not what other children go through. Other children always have their family and their mothers to be there, taking care of them. He went through all of these things by himself.